are shouting, you are yelling, and you are saying anything really. When you finish your paycheck, and nobody knows where you are living. Nobody can come and arrest you. You understand? Nobody the one that, you know, you come out in the morning and you are ashamed to look at your neighbor in the eye. Even oh God, the word is in my head, but I cannot say the word. But even oh God. Anyways, yeah, the frequency, the amount, Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Ayodele Fash. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. If you're a returning subscriber, you know I love you, you know I appreciate you. Thank you so much for always coming back. Okay, let me adjust this mic properly. Sit down properly, my friend. Anyways guys, so today we'll be continuing with our marriage bed series. Yes, okay, in our last video we talked about what she really wants in the other room, and when I'm talking about the other room, you know I mean, you know. Anyways, today we're talking about the guy. What does your husband, what does your man really want in the other room? Okay, so remember that this particular series is for married people, about to be married people, or people who need help in that area, right? That are married, okay, or you'll be getting married very soon. Okay, anyway, so let's get into it. What does your man really want in the other room? The very first thing I'm going to talk about is that he wants you to show him what to do. Okay, now I don't know why, and I think me and my husband had this discussion in the video we did answering the subscribers question, where we're talking about the fact that we women always assume that men know a lot, like they know what to do, like they're experts, especially if you're with an experienced man. But if you've been following my series consistently, you know that one thing I always try to mention is that every woman is different. Our body is different. We might be close friends, we might even be twin in the same body, but what tickles me may not tickle you. Okay, so and nobody knows your body better than you. I've said this and I'll keep saying it over and over again, especially when you guys are just starting, or maybe you guys have not just discovered those things yet, but most times you will know what tickles you. When the two of you start to, you know, do the do and all of that, you get to realize that, oh, you like it better when he's, you know, in this position, when he's, you know, in this in this frequency, when he's, you know, doing this, or when he's saying this, or when he's touching this place or not. Okay, you get to realize those things. Sometimes you may not even be exploring, it might just happen by accident. He might just do something, be like, I like that, you understand? So he wants to hear it. He wants you to tell him what to do. Okay, also when I'm talking about telling him what to do, there's something that you sit down, you lecture him, this is how you do it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, but there are ways you can show him through non-verbal and verbal communication. Okay, you know, sometimes direct his hand to where his hands needs to go to. You know, you also, even if you're, you know, depending on the position you guys are, when you're up or when you're down, you can control the way he, you know, he enters into you and the rest of it. You can control those things and talk to him, you know, communicate non-verbally, verbally. The truth is, the more you guys get to know yourself, the more he would get to know when you're really enjoying it and when you're just faking it, or when you're just doing it for doing sake. Okay, but you know, until you guys get there, try to let him know that, okay, when you do this, when you did that thing, I liked it, you know, maybe we should do that more often. This style makes me hurt or something. Can we try something else and the rest of it? So just tell him what you like. Okay, men want to hear what you like. Okay, the next thing is, yeah, he does not want pressure. Okay, I know I spoke about this in the female part, but you know, it's in two different levels. Okay, the female part, you know, they don't want pressure to, I talked about that, go and watch that. But for the male, it's quite different. Okay, pressure is the atmosphere, the mood in the room. Okay, don't just go into it as Shebi has come, you come and do, I bet do, let us go. You understand? Those things would not make him to be happy, and trust me, you want him to be happy so that you too can be happy. You understand? So yes, he wants you to take the pressure off. Okay, you know, you guys should laugh. You know, doing the do does not, it doesn't have to be a serious thing every time. Okay, don't take it too serious. Joke with each other, laugh with each other whilst doing it, tickle each other. You know, it makes the enjoyment even more when there is humor, when there is laughter and the rest of it. Okay, so don't be all serious and just sit there and just say, yeah, you know, go in. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so yeah, you want to, you know, just joke while you're doing it, you know, talk to each other, just let the mood be lighter. Okay, all right. Okay, this one is very important. Like, I don't know why, I don't think we should still be talking about this in the 21st century. Okay. Okay, another thing that he really wants is he wants you to initiate. Okay, initiate means that, you know, initiate, be the one to ask for it. Okay, it doesn't always have to be the man that would ask for it when he's in the mood. Okay, you yourself, you are allowed, you're permitted to tell him, oh guy, you know, you don't have to even tell him with mouth. You know, there are several ways you can, you know, initiate the process. Okay, go to him, come on to him, you know, sit on his legs, do stuff, you understand? Okay, don't always wait for him to be the one to initiate it. And the truth is that the one you initiate ends up most times being better than the one he initiates. Okay, because your enjoyment is his enjoyment is your enjoyment. Okay, so, and you know, for women, our body, anyway, this is not about women, maybe we'll talk about that another time, but you know, we have several times of the month that, you know, we just don't feel like doing anything, you understand? But there are times in the month when we really feel like doing it. And it, you know, when the man sees that you desire it or you desire him, it makes him much more excited, you understand? So yes, he also wants you to initiate. Okay, don't always wait for him to be the one to say afa. No, you know, sometimes, you know, you need to go there and initiate. Okay, all right, the next thing I'll talk about is he wants noise. Okay, yes, he wants you to be loud. He wants you to be not loud that you're disturbing the whole neighborhood that day, especially as female. And why I think this is very important is because, you know, we all grew up with this thought that sex is doing the do is a shameful act, right? You know, we don't want to talk about it. We are not allowed to talk about it or to express our love. You know, when you see two people kissing, you know, unlike in the US, when you see two people kissing in public, you think it's normal, but in Nigeria, like, you know, it's almost, you know, a recipe for trouble. So because we, especially the women, we've been brought up to see sex as something that, you know, when you are doing it, you should be quiet, nobody should know about it. Even when you're with your husband, you know, even when you're married though, you know, you should be quiet, it should be stopped. Because of that, we tend to be very boring during the act. Yes, I said what I said. Okay, it makes the act boring, but you know, it wants to. And when I'm talking about so funny things are just coming to my mind right now, but when I'm talking about, you know, being loud or, you know, making noises, it doesn't have to be annoying noises. But you know, he wants you to act how you feel, okay? Because that would give him a sense of awareness when it comes to you. So it will help him to know when you're really enjoying it and when maybe you're not, and the rest of it. So don't be quiet, okay? Mourn, you know, just make sure that he knows that, you know, he's hitting the spot. Okay, all right, don't be quiet. Okay, don't be shy. Okay, you are married. I mean, trust me that I'm talking. You know, God is still working on us, you understand? But you know, especially as women, we tend to be, somebody's passing, I think somebody's passing, I think our neighbor is here, I mean, you know, you understand? But come on, you guys are married, so there is no shame in it. Okay, whoever wants to you might oh God, anyways, whoever wants to be angry, you go and jump in the well. Okay, you know, you guys are married and you are legally allowed. Okay, so don't be shy. Okay, express yourself. Men love confident women. They love women that are confident in their sexuality. I think that's one of my points. But yes, they love women who are confident. You know, they love women who know themselves. They love women who, okay, yeah, I know, especially if you guys are just starting, it's a process. Okay, you get to learn as you guys continue. Okay, however, make sure that you are learning. You are not just waiting for things to just come to you. You are taking note of your body responses to his advances, you understand? So yes, just make sure that a man loves a confident woman. He loves a woman who is confident in her body, a woman that can, you know, walk into the bathroom and come out without, you know, it takes a while to get there, especially if you've been a virgin before you get married. You know, stripping before your husband is like, will be very, very awkward at the beginning. Even seeing him naked is going to be very awkward to you, but eventually you're going to get used to it. Okay, but you need to be open-minded and you know show him that you know, bad girl. Anyway, so yes, men love confident women, and he also wants you to be loud about it. Okay, don't be shy. All right. Okay, the next point is, I don't know how many points I've given now. Gosh, I don't want to give more than 9. The next point is he wants you to actively participate in the process. Yeah. He wants you to actively participate. Okay, don't just lie there, you know, like a tree, and just allow him do all the work. No, sometimes switch positions, sometimes take charge, you understand? Okay, it's not just by initiating, even the process. Don't wait for him to always be the one. Men too, they tire now. Come on, it is easy. You to take the wheel once in a while, you know. you know, be in control for a while. Let him be in control. You be in control. Let him be in control. You know, that's how that's how you guys are going to enjoy the process. So he wants you to participate, okay? Even if he's, you know, on top, you can still move your body below. You understand? Yeah. So so yes, make sure that he wants you to participate in the process. Don't just be sitting down there dormant, okay? Participation is also in what you say. I've already spoken about that, you know, the moaning, the groaning, the whining, the twisting, the turning, and all of that, and you taking charge and the rest of it, okay? And even the conversation is also part of activeness. So he wants you to be active in the process, okay? All right, the next point is, yeah, and I think I already touched this one. I touched on this one already, some of the points. Yes, they're all almost related, right? Okay, the next point is he wants other positions, okay? So be open-minded, okay? That position you may not have heard. See, I heard there are like 100 positions in the Kama Sutra or something like that. There are different positions in this life. That is what we can try. And you have the whole of your life to try stuff together, okay? However, especially when you guys are just newly wed and children has not come in, you understand? You can still do it in the room, in the parlor, anywhere, you understand? Try other things. Don't be boring. Don't let the worst thing you can do in your sexual life is to let it be boring, okay? Be innovative, okay? You know, try on something and all of that, you understand? But just don't let it be boring. So he wants you to try different positions. He wants to try different styles, different angles, okay? You will also enjoy it when the time comes, okay? All right, so yeah, different styles, different angles. And I know for men, I mean, they are very explorative. Remember I talked about the difference between the female parts and the male parts, okay? Sometimes, you know, those styles is very stressful for us as female, to be honest. It can be very stressful. Like, can't it not be the same thing, not be the same place you go reach. You understand? You might be tempted to think that way, and it is true, you are right. However, for some reason, for them, they have to do all the backflip, all the side, all the style and stuff like that. For, you know, they like to do those things, okay? And you also will get to enjoy it when, you know, the two of you start to do those things, okay? All right, so the next point I'm going to talk about is he wants the visuals. Okay. Yes, he wants to see what is happening. Yes, I mean, I know people are different, okay? Some men, you know, prefer to have everything in their imagination, but trust me, when your man is always closing his eyes, you know, you might want to be thinking, what is he thinking about? Who am I really the one he's seeing there? Anyways, guys, yeah, I don't know if it's these glasses that is making me this, I don't know. Anyway, so yes, men like to see the process, okay? So don't always, you know, if you watch my second video, I think my second or what, the one I shared my pastor's preaching with, when he was talking about, you know, especially African women, you want to do it, you close the door, you off the light, you close the curtain, any ray of light, you close it and everything, just because you want everything to be dark and proper, because that's how we've been taught that sex is supposed to be like, okay? That is not it. Men actually like it when they see. Remember, we said men are moved by sight and they are moved by what they hear. We've talked about hearing, communication, making sounds. Let him know how you're feeling, okay? But also the sight is very, very important. So even, you know, whilst the process is going on, he wants to see. And not just the act, he wants to see your expression, he wants to see your body. I think my husband said this, I don't know, maybe it was in the classes that we held when he was talking about, you know, the book of Solomon. You know, Solomon wrote a whole book of the, book of the Bible about one woman. Imagine, and my husband was asking them in the class, like, can you write a paragraph about your wife's body? You understand? Because he was able to study the body, you understand? Okay, all right. So yes, he wants to see your expressions, your wants, your desires. He wants to see. Okay, so allow him, you know, give him some commercials in the middle. Okay, all right. Okay, if you don't understand all these things I'm saying, is either you're not married yet or you just don't know, right? And that's an indication that you need to be in my class, okay? All right, okay, so the next point that I'm going to talk about is, I think I already mentioned this, but I'm just going to reiterate something that I didn't mention there. A man wants you to be confident in yourself, confident in your body, okay? The truth is that, you know, most of us are insecure about our body. I mentioned that in the class we held, in the last class, in the questionnaire I gave to them, most of them, when I asked them, what are you mostly scared about your wedding night? What are you mostly scared of, you know, about in your wedding night? And most of them said, being naked in front of their husband. Some of them struggle with insecurities of their body and the rest of it, and you feel like, if he sees me naked, what if he doesn't like it and the rest of it? Trust me, the guy already knows what he's coming for, okay? Unless you have been hiding under, what do you call this thing, gedu and the rest of it all these years. But he already saw you. He knew who you were. He knows how your body is before he decided to take that step with you, okay? So there's nothing to be ashamed of, okay? It's your man, and the two of you are in it forever, okay? Even if he doesn't like it, does not have a choice, all right? The earlier you start to get comfortable in your body, the better. I talked about in my very first video about women looking at themselves, okay? Most of us don't even know what that place looked like. I talked about a lady, I don't know if it was in this, okay, maybe it was in one of the quick Q&A I was doing with my husband, where the 30-year-old lady was telling me that she did not even know that the place the thing enters is different from the place the urine comes out from, and she was really shocked when she saw it and the rest of it. Yes, you didn't know those things because we are taught as Africans to be ashamed of our body, or not ashamed, but more or less to hide our body and the rest of it. But I mean, nobody's asking you to be exposing your body, okay? But you and yourself, just notice yourself, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself positive vibes, tell yourself positive things about yourself, okay? Who is this person that is calling me, for God's sake? Wrong number, agree. I told you it's wrong number, you keep calling me. Sorry about that, Jerry. I don't even understand these people. He has called me anyway, Sha. So what was I saying? So yes, he wants you to be confident in your body, okay? Most times when you are naked before a man, trust me, he's not seeing all those things that you think he's seeing. He's not seeing all those things, okay? Now something in mind there somewhere else, all right? So don't be too focused on your body, and see, if you're big, if you're on the plus size and rest, whatever, rock it. See, it does not matter whether you are twin stick or you are, blom blom. It does not matter, balloon. It does not matter to me. If you're able to carry it with grace, if you're able to, package it, which is the next point I want to talk about. Yeah, so yeah, don't be shy about your body and the rest of it, okay? All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is that he wants you to appear tempting. He wants you to come to kill. He wants you to come to sorry, what I mean is that wow, I've become so wild. Anyways, yeah, this point actually, what it means, or what I'm trying to say is that semi-nakedness, okay, appeals more to men than complete, nakedness. Yeah, when you are, you have few clothes on, okay, it appeals them more than when you have no clothes on. Trust me. That's why I always ask ladies to invest in lingerie, invest in, sleeping wear, something that is short, that is skimpy, that is tight, something you can wear around the house and walk and, shake those booty. You understand? I pray this video gets monetized with the way I'm talking nonsense. Anyway, so yes, yeah, he likes something that shows him, but it's not showing him. Men like mystery, but they don't like mystery, the mystery that you cannot solve. But they like the, they see the size, they see something accentuating it, they see something, now they are eager to want to, dig into what is inside, you understand? So yeah, most times, stack, it does it for them. I mean, it does it for them, okay? But semi-stack actually does more for them, okay? So invest in nice lingeries, invest in nice underwears, invest in nice, undergarments. Just look nice, okay? All right, be colorful. Know what colors your man like, and that's one thing I want to advise ladies, okay? Ask him, what colors do you like, okay? Let most of your lingerie be that color. So men don't like colorful things. Some of them like, black. You'd be amazed. Black lace, black, some is red, some is this. Ask him what his favorite color is and buy more of those colors in your underwears or in your lingeries or in your, the rest of it. Yeah, and then you want to add some more colors, put some waist beads. I mean, if that's something he likes, I mean, put some nice things, okay? All right, so yeah, just make sure that you appear nice, and everything that needs to be seen is it's there, but it's not just direct, you understand? Okay, all right. The next point I'll talk about is he wants spontaneity. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced, okay? He wants you to be spontaneous, okay? When it comes to the positions, I already talked about positions. When it comes to the frequency, when it comes to the how do you call it, even oh god, the word is in my head but I cannot say the word, but even oh god, anyways, yeah, the frequency, the amount, the pressure, the depth, you know, the depth, the fastness, the slowness, the, you know, everything has to be different. Okay, if it's going faster, he wants to slow down and then go faster and slow down and the rest of it. Okay, anything that is just different, anything that changes, men like it, especially in the other room. Okay, so don't be a let's do it at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, and you know, just every time everybody knows that it's in the night when your guy comes home. When you know, he comes home, takes a shower, you make dinner, he eats, you know, do whatever you want to do. When it's time to sleep, then the action happens. That it now becomes like a repeat, sometimes in the morning. And trust me, most men, and I think this should probably be another point. Sorry, that's a bank alert. Yeah. You know, this point is actually another point. So let me finish this one before I jump into that one. Okay. So what was I saying now? See, I forgot. Yeah, I was talking about spontaneity. So don't let your sex life be fixed, that this is what we do, this is how we do it, and all of that. So be spontaneous. Okay, be spontaneous in, you know, your approach. Be spontaneous in the friction. Be spontaneous in every aspect. Okay. Now the next thing that I will talk about, which is what I wanted to talk about, is that, trust me, most times it's not night is good because people are sleeping, you guys can express yourself and the rest of it. But trust me, most men I did a survey on this, so it's not even about I'm coming to talk for the men. No, I mean, and if I'm wrong, you guys can comment in the comment section. Okay, all right. Most men actually like early morning more than late night. Yes, because, you know, early in the morning when a man sleeps, you know, the first thing to wake up in his body, I mean, you know, the first thing to wake up in his body. So most times blood rush to that area early in the morning. Okay, so most men prefer it early in the morning. Okay, so yeah, so don't always be a night bed. Okay, sometimes do it in the morning, sometimes in the day. The two of you have a lazy weekend, you know, have fun. Okay, don't always wait for particular 10 o'clock ahead, 10 o'clock ahead. No, please. Okay, all right. Yeah, and what I was trying to say the other time was the speed, the pressure, the depth. You understand? The positions, you know, those things are the places where you can be spontaneous. Okay, all right. So the last point that I'm going to give on this, yeah, I know this is a brief video, I didn't want it to be long, is that it doesn't want it to always be in the bedroom. Okay, yes, I know we talk about what he wants in the bedroom, what he wants in the other room, but trust me, most times men want it every other places, not just there. Okay, and I think women also want it. Okay, so explore other places in your house: the shower, the living room, the kitchen. I know you say it's not hygienic, no, be you and your husband they eat there. You understand? You know, the bathroom, just you guys, you know, switch it up. And sometimes, you know, leave your house. Okay, go and lodge in a hotel for a night. You know, go kill you. All the money you're saving in this life, nobody spend, you still spend that. Okay, so spend your money on yourself, in your sex life. Sometimes just a change of environment, you'll be amazed what a change of environment can do for you. That's why they always advise, you know, when you just get married, go to a hotel, go to a nice place, go to a place where the atmosphere is great, people don't know you. Okay, so if you are shouting, you are yelling, and you are saying anything, really, when you finish your paycheck and nobody knows where you're living, nobody can come and arrest you. You understand? Nobody the one that, you know, you come out in the morning and you're ashamed to look at your neighbor in the eye. You understand? So yes, yeah, so a change of environment might really do you guys a very good help. Okay, I always advise people who, anyway, who am I to advise? I just started to but you know, one thing that, you know, I read a lot of books regarding the other room. I read books on marriage, I read books on intimacy in marriage, I listen to, you know, to teachings and talks and all of those things. So one thing that I think a marriage counselor actually said in one of the videos is that, you know, when you and your husband get to that point where your sex life become boring and all of that, sometimes it's not that you have changed or he has changed. Sometimes it's just the environment has become so fixated, it has become so usual that the spice is no longer there. That's why most times you guys just have to, you know, take a vacation, take a trip. The two of you go out, go and see other places, have a nice time. You'll be amazed how a change of scenery, you know, can actually spice things up for the two of you. Go for a retreat, a couples retreat somewhere, go out, and the rest of when you come back, you'll be charged. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, so yes, this is where I'm gonna end today's video. Let me see if I have one more point. Yeah, this one I think is very important. I cannot end this video without it. Is that the way we women want our men, you know, I talked about it in the last video, that, you know, tell her how much you love her, tell her how beautiful she is, and the rest of it. The same thing a man wants. Okay, don't assume that, oh, it's only women that struggle with insecurity. It's a lie. Men also struggle with insecurities. Okay, so yeah, tell him, you know, you wanted to kill me this night, you know, just hype him, you understand, you know, that, you can kill somebody's child, you can shake a neck, I will tell my mommy for you. I think it's childish, but trust me, I told you guys in the beginning, you know, humor helps. Okay, so tell him, babe, you drilled me this night, you shaking neck on this night, you understand, or this day, or this afternoon, or this, you know, send him a text. Thank you so much for what he did to me today when he's on his way to his office. I did that once. He said set up, but anyways, yeah, send him a text in his way to the office, you know, send him a text and say, thank you so much, sir, what you did to me today, you understand, you get. So let him know that you enjoy him, appreciate his work tools, you understand, tell him how much they mean to you, you get. So yes, it's not only women that struggle with insecurity. Your man wants to also know that you find him sexy. So he's not doing the act of pretend that, this is your pot belly, he done the big go, just when you're about to, you just turn him off. Okay, so don't do that. Don't think that it's only you that have insecurities about pot belly, or you're the only one that have insecurities about, you know, his looks or the pimples on your face and the rest of it. Men also struggle with those things. So please, I beg you in the name of God, let him know that you find him sexy. Okay, let him know that, oh God, you're set, you know, let him be dressing up, you know. Sometimes when you don't see. And I know this is not easy, okay? I'm not trying to say that, oh, this, I do it every time. Oh, God, we are all still learning. I'm still a learner, you understand, okay? But, you know, when your husband is dressing up, you know, just stay there and just be looking at him. Just don't say anything. Just be staring at him and, you know, be staring at him. You'll be amazed. The way, that's the way that he will not be confident and be wearing things and be shaping his kidney and be wearing his what they call this thing, button something, cufflinks, and be, you know, he'll not be bouncing around the room. Just notice it, just do it once, okay? Just let him and just be staying there and admiring as he's dressing up and everything. You first ask that, maybe in the beginning ask that, what is it? He said, I'm just admiring my husband, you understand? So just, you know, you don't know those words, you know. Men also want to know that you find them sexy. They want to know that they are still attractive to you. Okay, all right. So yeah, don't let your man feel like you know, you don't find him attractive, or you are just doing the do as a favor to him. Please, no, please. One other thing I need to add, yeah, this point is getting too much for one video. I mean, you guys come and sign up for the class. We're going to talk about this into details in the class, okay? One other thing that I wanted to talk about is that, so yes, also in that point, okay, it's okay to exaggerate, okay? It's okay to exaggerate what you want him to do to you. Tell him, I want you to kill me this night. I want you to finish me this night. No pressure, but you know, those things they are humorous. They're things that just make him laugh. Like, what did they do this girl? Like, I don't spoil you. You understand? So just make sure that don't be afraid to express yourself, okay? One other thing that I need to mention, I mentioned this also in the female part, is that please smell good, okay? Activate a sense of smell. Sis, you know, I don't know if you've ever entered into a room that has a nice aroma, or someone passed by you, okay, and the person has a very nice perfume on, and you are stuck on it. You understand? That's what smell does, okay? So invest in perfumes, okay? Smell good, have your bath, use deodorant. Always use deodorant. I beg in the name of God, use deodorant, okay? You know, use perfumes, use oil perfume, the one that lasts long, okay? Use something sweet, something that you know. You understand? Not the one you come, you're smelling of sweat, you're smelling of, you have been in the kitchen all day, turning a mala, you came back, you are smelling, and you want him to take you like that. He might manage you like that, but sister, you know, invest in smells, okay? Please don't, please. Okay, so yeah, these are the things I'm going to talk about today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you found this video interesting, leave a comment below. Let me know you found it interesting. If you have any other things that you think your man needs, or you need as a man, leave it in the comment section below. Let us continue this conversation in the comment section. Thank you once again for joining me. And if you like this video, you watch this video and you like it, and you did not subscribe, you did not like, you did not share to someone that you know needs it, God is watching you. God is watching you. All right. Tonight is just a very weird night for me, so that's why I'm all hyper and stuff. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.